In the vast, sun-baked heart of Australia, where red deserts stretch endlessly and the horizon wavers in the heat, there's one machine that looks right at home amid the rugged beauty, the Mercedes-Benz G63 AMG 6x6. It isn't just a vehicle, it's a statement of brute strength, elite engineering, and unapologetic dominance. And our story begins right here, in the Australian outback, where only the toughest survive. It was early morning when Jack Morrison, a seasoned outback explorer and adventure documentarian, watched the sun rise slowly over the desert plains of Western Australia. Jack wasn't easily impressed. He had spent most of his life navigating remote tracks, tackling harsh terrain, and driving nearly every off-road machine ever built. But today was different. Today, he was meeting a legend. As the sun's first rays lit up the desert floor, Jack heard a deep rumble in the distance, a growl that echoed off the rocks and rolled across the sand like thunder. Moments later, pushing through a cloud of red dust, the colossal G63 AMG 6x6 emerged. The metallic glint of its body caught the morning light, its 6 massive wheels crushing everything beneath them, its stance towering like a beast engineered for war. Jack couldn't help but smile. "Now that's a proper truck," he muttered. The 6x6 came to a stop in front of him, its engine idling with a deep, confident rhythm that only a handcrafted AMG power unit could create. Under the bonnet was a 5.5-litre twin-turbo V8, producing enough torque to pull a small house, or in Australian terms, to drag a stubborn kangaroo fence halfway across the station. As Jack climbed into the cabin, he was greeted with a strange but perfect combination, the rugged spirit of a battlefield vehicle mixed with the plush, leather-wrapped luxury of a high-end Mercedes. From diamond-stitched seats to carbon fiber panels, it was clear this wasn't just built to conquer deserts, it was designed to conquer them in style. Their mission for the day was simple yet daring: traverse one of the toughest stretches of off-road terrain in Western Australia, deep loose sand, sharp rock beds, unpredictable dunes, and muddy clay pans left behind by scattered seasonal rains. It was the perfect testing ground, and Jack couldn't wait to see how the G63 AMG 6x6 would handle it. As soon as Jack pushed the throttle, the 6x6 surged forward with surprising smoothness. The 6-wheel drive system distributed power with impeccable precision, turning what would be a struggle for most vehicles into an effortless glide. The truck climbed dunes like a mountain goat, its portal axles keeping the body high and clear of obstacles, its tires clawing confidently into the sand. Jack laughed out loud. "This thing's not driving, it's storming the desert." The path soon turned into a maze of jagged rocks, sharp enough to slice through ordinary tires. But the 6x6's massive off-road rubber, designed to handle military-grade punishment, rolled across the stones without hesitation. Each wheel worked independently, gripping, adjusting, and pushing the vehicle forward with machine-like intelligence. Jack filmed the entire journey, narrating every moment for his documentary. "You know," he said, "people look at this truck and think it's just for show, something meant for billionaires and collectors. But out here, in the middle of nowhere, this is where the 6x6 earns its respect. It's a proper engineering masterpiece." By midday, the heat had become relentless. Waves of hot air shimmered across the horizon. Jack headed toward an old dried-out river channel, known for its deep sand traps that stranded even high-powered utes. As he reached the edge, he pulled over and engaged the tire inflation system, one of the 6x6's most impressive features. The vehicle could inflate or deflate its tires while moving, allowing it to adapt instantly to the ground beneath it. With lower pressure set, Jack eased the truck into the riverbed. The sand swallowed the wheels halfway, but the V8 roared and the 6x6 powered through, spraying sand in every direction like a jet of red dust. Any other vehicle would have sunk to its axles. But not this one. A few kilometers later, the terrain shifted again, the riverbed ended abruptly, giving way to a mud-ridden marsh created by unexpected rainfall. Jack hesitated. Mud this thick could trap even the most capable rigs. But he wasn't about to back down. "All right, mate," he said to the truck, as if speaking to a fellow adventurer, "let's see what you've got." The 6x6 dove into the mud. The wheels spun violently, mud flying high into the air, coating the sides of the vehicle like camouflage paint. But the torque, the traction, and the sheer force of 6 wheels pulling together allowed the monster to push through slowly but relentlessly, each rotation carving a path through the swamp. Jack exhaled in disbelief. That is next level. As the afternoon sun softened, Jack steered toward an elevated cliff overlooking the valley, a place few vehicles could reach but where he wanted to capture his final drone shots. The climb was steep, scattered with loose rocks, and twisted dangerously around the edges. But with differential locks engaged and the V8 ready to deliver brute power, the 6x6 climbed with ease, each wheel placement confident and controlled. At the top, Jack parked and stepped out. The view was breathtaking, the vast red landscape, glowing beneath the orange sunset, with the enormous 6x6 standing proudly at the cliff's edge, dust settling around its tires like a warrior after battle. Jack placed his hand on the bonnet, still warm from the long day. "You know," he said softly, "machines like this aren't just built. They're crafted with purpose, and that purpose is freedom. He filmed his closing narration as the sky turned purple and gold. The Mercedes-Benz G63 AMG 6x6 isn't just a luxury off-roader. It's a symbol of what happens when human engineering refuses to accept limits. Out here in the Australian outback, where nature is unforgiving and the land shows no mercy, this machine didn't just perform. It thrived. It proved that even the wildest terrains can be conquered with the right combination of power, intelligence, and fearless design. As the sun dipped below the horizon, Jack fired the engine once more. The deep growl echoed across the valley. With dust swirling behind him, he steered the 6x6 down the trail, ready for the long journey back, but knowing that today, he had witnessed something extraordinary. A machine built for the impossible. A machine worthy of Australia's toughest landscapes. A machine that turned an ordinary day into an unforgettable adventure. This is the Mercedes-Benz G63 AMG 6x6, where luxury meets pure, unstoppable power.